Real America's Voice, we know that you want to be a part of something bigger. That's why we've teamed up with AMAC, the Association of Mature American Citizens, to build a real community of folks who care about faith and our country's future.
There is no force on earth that can stop us from saving our country.
Want to be a part of this movement? It's easy. Just scan the QR code on your screen right now. That's right. Grab your phone and scan the QR code to join the AMAC and Real America's Voice family today. By scanning the QR code, you'll unlock exclusive content, connect with like-minded Americans, and be first in line for events that celebrate our shared values. So don't wait. Scan the QR code. Join us today and become part of a community that stands for faith, family, and freedom.
Real rights, they come from God.
With AMAC and Real America's Voice. Go ahead. Scan the QR code now.
Hey, look, we're getting you ready for the opening bell. But, guys, let's put that QR code up again. So if you happen to miss it during that segment, folks, here you have it right now. Scan this QR code. Come on and join the RAV Ambassadors team. Trust me, join AMAC, all of that stuff. This is perfect. Just do it right now. Take a couple of seconds and go ahead and scan it, and you get all the information that you need. All right, as I said just a little bit ago, we're getting ready for the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange. I can tell you that pre-market trading not looking so hot. A friend sent me this text and said that the best way to describe what happened on Wall Street yesterday is that it was a wild ride. She really said this, which is what I really enjoyed. She said, it popped, then it totally dropped. Now, most of you know me, know that I'm a fan of hip hop music, so popping and dropping has a different connotation for me, but I think you get the point. Things went well, and then they did not go so well yesterday, so hopefully today will be a bit different. You can see the numbers right now. Again, we'll take you to New York for the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange here in just a little bit. But now, let's get you over to David Brody, who knows all about popping it and dropping it.
Whatever. Yeah, I'm going to pop a lock, and then I'm going to dislocate the lock.
Goodness.
All right. My goodness. T-Bates, it's now time for our daily dose. Yes, I'm quickly transitioning. Well, I'm not transitioning. Slow down. Let's slow down here. Time now for our daily dose of dollars and common sense. That would be with American Sunrise Early Edition host, the guy behind Jake's Takes Substacks, a rapper, the guy that does pop and lock all day long, Jake Novak. Jake, you are a rapper. Just confirming that to begin with.
I am. I'm Kid Chop Liver, the Chop Liver crew, two live Jews, the whole thing. Yeah.
You are the gefilte fish. Okay, so Jake, the stock market really whipsawed yesterday. We thought we were going to have a big rally. What happened exactly?
This is one of my least favorite scenarios that you see on Wall Street every once in a while, where good news for America is bad news for Wall Street. We got a better than expected jobs report yesterday morning. Remember that? Delayed, albeit delayed from September. And the markets looked at that and said, oh no, now we're not going to get that Fed rate cut we want next month, because if the job market is strong, there's going to be less of a reason to do it. And so they had their little tantrum and they sold things off. Now, this morning, they got a little bit of a speech from another Fed president, one of the people on the board that makes the decision. It sounded a lot more likely that at least he'll vote to cut rates. And so that's why we're seeing those green arrows this morning. This is a tantrum, pure and simple by the markets, and it has very little to do with Main Street, at least today. Eventually, of course, it will affect Main Street. But I hate when Wall Street gets upset at bad news, gets upset at good news and cheers bad news. And that happens every once in a while, and it's one of my least favorite scenarios that you see when you watch the markets.
Yeah, so the Fed is going to meet in mid-December, right, about a potential rate cut. What about the next jobs report? Will that come out then before that? But that's November, and that's kind of skewed a little bit because of the government shutdown. How's that going to work?
Yeah, they'll get that jobs report before their meeting, and it'll be late. It'll be the October numbers, actually, that they'll be getting in, and November. They're going to get them compounded together. Look, I don't trust these numbers anyway. So, and they're going to do what they're going to want to do no matter what those numbers say. So the narrative that, they got to wait for these job numbers is not really fully honest.
Got it. All right. But speaking of the stock market, I mean, Walmart actually had a great day, even as the broader market tanked. Why was that?
Yeah, one of the things that isn't rewarded enough on Wall Street, it's one thing when you have a growing company with a great future and people are throwing money at it, like that's one thing, and I can see why that happens. It's another when it does actually hit that success. But the real success is when you're succeeding and your direct competitors are not. in the very same conditions. And that's what we saw this week. Earlier this week, we saw Target reporting numbers weren't very good, and the stock sold off. Walmart, a direct competitor with Target, did have better numbers yesterday, and their numbers, they soared. That stock was up 6%. The broader market was really selling off yesterday, and Walmart got a 6% jump. That is the kind of reward that I like to see when you're really up against your competitors and beating them. And Walmart's doing that right now. And as you know, I'm predicting a strong number for Walmart all throughout the Christmas season because that website is so much better. So they're winning in a tough atmosphere.
Yeah, 20 seconds or so, but I guess some very bad luck or really bad safety measures in place at that key aluminum plant regarding Ford. What's going on there?
I mean, are you kidding me? We had this terrible fire earlier this year at the Novelis aluminum plant in Oswego, really hurting Ford and GM. And they said, okay, we'll be back up by December. And that was good news. They had another fire yesterday. Who is the fire safety manager over that place? This is really frustrating to me. This should not happen. And they had another major fire yesterday. Something's wrong. Something's wrong at that plant, plainly said.
Yeah, Karen Bass, clearly from Los Angeles, in charge of the fire situation. Okay,
maybe.
Thank you so much, Jake. Have a great weekend.
All right. Gotcha.
All right. Time for T-Bates in Denver for the opening bell, sponsored by AMAC.
The Association of Mature American Citizens is the conservative voice for Americans 50 and older. AMAC is fighting for the values that you hold dear. Join today. Together, we can write the course of America.
All right, folks, we're getting you ready for the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange. It is set to ring here momentarily. We are less than a minute away. The applause is actually already underway. It looks like Fidelity is there at the podium. So hopefully in short order, we'll get an idea of what the markets are looking like today. Hopefully there'll be a rebound. You just heard Jake talk about the fact that it was kind of up and down. Started really, really strong, and then the bottom fell out yesterday. Hopefully we will end the week on a much better note. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The opening bell is ringing, which means the markets are now opening and the people with the slips are scurrying around trying to get those first sales of the day in. Here's how things are looking at the moment. The Dow and the S&P 500 are in the green. The Nasdaq just went up as well. Really only a couple of blemishes on the board. Otherwise, things starting on a pretty positive note based on what we're seeing here on the board right now. Hopefully, again, it stays that way. We'll continue to monitor it for you. In the meantime, an organic skincare brand called Pureance has been turning heads recently in Elle, Cosmopolitan, and LA Weekly. To date, they have helped over 60,000 women to fall in love with their skin complexion again. Pureance delivers clean, organic skincare without harsh preservatives. Their Cellular Restore Serum features a gentle alternative to retinol, and it's called Bacachiol. In a small focus group, 92.9% of women saw fewer wrinkles after just 3 weeks of applying Cellular Restore Serum. Their Cellular Hydration Serum contains tremella mushroom, which hydrates the deepest layers of skin better than hyaluronic acid. Then there's Lift and Grow Organic Eye Cream. If you want to lighten the appearance of dark under eye circles and restore a radiant complexion, then you'll love Lift and Glow. Finally, they have Even Glow Serum. Even Glow features kakadu plum, which delivers 100 times more concentrated vitamin C than oranges. Even Glow works wonders for reducing dark spot appearances, and right now, for a limited time only, you can save 35% on all of the Pureance products that we just talked about. Simply go to Pureance.com and enter the coupon code SUNRISE at checkout. That's Pureance.com. Use the coupon code SUNRISE to save 35% on your order. All right, let's take a quick break. When we come back here on American Sunrise, a new push to change the U.S. Constitution. Ohio lawmakers are calling for a national convention to impose term limits on Congress. They're pointing to decades-long careers on both sides of the aisle. We'll have the details next here on American Sunrise.